want to get into Issey Miyake, which is one of his... L'Eau d'Issey is his most famous cologne that he's really made. It's most common. Here's the bottle. Basically, it's a reasonable bottle. The cap fits on very well, so you could travel with this stuff. The bottle's nice. And, it opens up with some yuzu and cypress and coriander and mandarin. And the clary sage and verbena kind of make it a little bit aromatic. It kind of brings out the scent. But then the blue water lily and the saffron and the bourbon geranium and the Ceylonese cinnamon really kind of warm it up in the middle notes. But, as it dries down, pretty similar base to a lot of other stuff. You have your sandalwood and velvetier and your musk and amber that are almost ubiquitous in just about all colognes. And in this kind of scent, the citrus and the aquatics and, the fresh kind of spices make it very soapy, kind of fresh, clean out of the shower smell. And, because of that, it's kind of like along the lines of Acqua di Gio. They both have that kind of aquatic feel to them, but this is the more woodsy version. And the spices in this make it just a little bit more sensual than like Acqua di Gio. And this kind of scent, you may like it or you may not. Like at first when you smell it, it's a different smell. And as you get used to it, it's like it grew on me. When I first smelled it, I did not like it. I thought it was strange. It was kind of like sour, citrus, and something else. But then when I actually gave it a chance, I noticed a lot of unique qualities to it. I mean, it follows the 90s trends where you have your aquatic and your fresh, fruity kinds of scents, but it kind of stands out. It's one of those aquatics, definitely a good thing to try. And, when you spray it on, it's going to last about 5 to 10 hours in your skin, and it's going to have a good amount of sillage. Now, if you put too much on, you are going to get a headache. But it's one of those scents, it's about $60 for a 2-point-something ounce bottle. You'd be paying 50s something for a 1.7 ounce for the average scent at a department store. So it's one of the better buys. It's like a little higher end than the Armani's and a lot of the other cologne brands. And, it's a very common scent too. A lot of people really like it, but that's because it smells really good. So I definitely think that it's probably, if you're thinking of buying Acqua di Gio, you probably should get Issey Miyake instead, just because it's a few notches higher. It's just my personal opinion.